Sir Jim Ratcliffe holds urgent face-to-face talks as Manchester United working on assumption that Mason Greenwood will be sold in the summer. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has met with Amanda Staveley as Manchester United seek a resolution to their pursuit of Newcastle sporting director Dan Ashworth. It has been claimed Ashworth, one of the top targets identified by Ratcliffe after the billionaire's 25% investment in United, was placed on gardening leave in February. He has a long notice period, though, and Newcastle have stood firm on their stance that their rivals will need to pay significant compensation to appoint him sooner. Ratcliffe has been giving things a shake-up behind the scenes, bringing in Omar Barada from City Football Group and making a formal approach for Southampton's Jason Wilcox in early April. There have been reports of the INEOS chief quickly making enemies with his strategy, though. Former Brighton transfer guru Ashworth is considered the next piece of the puzzle, but United will be in for a long wait if an agreement with Newcastle can't be reached. And now it appears urgent work is being done on that front. According to the Times, Ratcliffe has spoken directly with Newcastle director Staveley in an effort to end the stalemate between the two clubs. The same publication suggests it would cost United around $15 million to prize Ashworth away before his gardening leave is up, unless a resolution can be reached. Back in February, Ratcliffe made his position clear. "I understand why would be disappointed, but then you can't criticize Dan because it's a transient industry," the 71-year-old said. "You can understand why Dan would be interested, because it's the ultimate challenge. We'll have to see how it unfolds. What I do think is completely absurd is suggesting a man who is really good at his job sits in his garden for 1.5 years. Do you expect a resolution to the Dan Ashworth situation? Have your say in the comments section." Incoming CEO Barada, who had been with City Football Group for more than a decade, is due to begin work at United in the summer. When opening up on the struggle to land Ashworth, Ratcliffe explained how much easier things had been in their efforts to secure the French-born executive. "We had a very grown-up conversation with City about Omar," he added. "When things got done, we sorted it out very amicably. They could see why he wanted to take that challenge. You look at Pep, and when he's done with one of his footballers, he doesn't want them to sit in the garden for 1.5 years. He doesn't do that. That's not the way the UK works or the law works." In other news, Manchester United working on assumption that Mason Greenwood will be sold in the summer. But won't he question that was set to dominate the Manchester United discourse in the summer transfer window could be about to end before the window has even begun. The Daily Mail reports that United are working on the assumption that Mason Greenwood will be sold in the summer. The noise around his future took a new turn this year after Sir Jim Ratcliffe's refusal to commit to a stance laid out by the previous ownership. He said a fresh decision will be taken regardless of outside noise, a departure from the degree of finality with which Richard Arnold and co sent Greenwood on loan to Getafe after failing to reintegrate him. Greenwood has impressed at Getafe as he has led the attack of a team that was widely expected to struggle against relegation and took them to near European qualification. Still, the potential chaos that would ensure trying to bring him back is making United wary of the same. The report states that the Getafe loan has done what it intended to do, which is to prove Greenwood's ability at this level. There is not expected to be a shortage of offers if he is put up for sale, with Lazio, who were close to taking him on loan last year, a contender again. Most importantly, the report also speaks of an interest in Greenwood from Premier League clubs. Certainly an interesting choice since it is likely that playing in England is going to be unrealistic for him. United's now departed Director of Football John Murdoch and Director of Football Negotiations Matt Hargreaves were recently seen in Barcelona and Madrid. The report confirms that Greenwood's future was one of the items on the agenda as United looks to scope out potential interest in him. His contract runs till 2025, but United have an option to extend it by a year, so another year on loan to further rehabilitate his value can't be ruled out. Whatever route the club might take, it seems likely at this point that despite Sir Jim's comments, Greenwood has played his last game for the club and those comments were just a negotiating stance. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.